This is Diana Sullivan in Austin, Texas. I'm going to teach a technique of fold-over braid that you can use to go around things you knit and eliminate curl and roll. And it's in this new book that I've just created, Best Baby Blankets book. And it has a baker's dozen baby blankets. And it has 3 hours of DVDs showing how to make them. Now, some of the blankets in the book are done with a ribber. This one, for instance. And this one as well. Some of the blankets in the book are standard gauge, like this one, and some of them are mid-gauge. Here's a mid-gauge blanket. This one is a bulky blanket. Same blanket, bigger gauge. This one's fun. It's got these inserted cables to put it together. And the one I'm going to teach part of today is this one. This is this edging, and what I did was really lazy and easy. First of all, when you do a blanket with a lot of colors like this one, you end up with lots of ends to hide. So what I did was, rather than sew all of those ends of yarn in, I put this fold-over braid on top. I sewed it down with my sewing machine. I could have hand sewed it, but I just flattened it with my fingers and sewed it down with my sewing machine. I folded it and went right around the corners with it. Then I flipped it over and I hand sewed this side. This will bend, it'll go around corners, it's great on necklines, lots of places where you need a good edge on your knitting. Now let me show you how this is made. To begin with, the machine needs to be set for hold. That is, this hold lever needs to be slipped over so that it does not knit the needles that are all the way out in hold position. On your machine, it may be a lever that you need to pull. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do an E-wrap cast on and knit 2 rows just to begin. So I've put my yarn in a clothespin and I'm E-wrapping. And I'll knit across and back. Now, so that these needles will knit, even though they're in hold position, I've got to move them back to upper working position. This way the machine will pick them up and knit them. And I also want to have a little bit of weight on there so that they'll knit through. And I've got my 2 rows now. Now, the machine is set in hold, so it will not knit needles that are all the way out. So what we're going to do is bring out the 3rd and 5th needles, just counting from the left. So the 3rd and 5th needles, and knit 4 rows. Then push those partway in so they'll knit, and knit 2 rows. 3rd and 5th needles. Push them partway back and 2 rows. Now, I'm going to just bind this off, take it off the machine, and show you what we have. Here's the little fold-over edging. Here's how it looked on the wrong side, and it naturally folds. This one is great if you need to go around curves and corners. You just give it a bend, and it'll go. You enclose the fabric in here and hand sew this guy down. So just a fun little edging to put around all sorts of things.